next guy is making his stand-up debut. Please give a big winner circle. Welcome to Karman Raye.
So my name is Carmen. It's a fucking girl's name. Pretty sure my parents were drunk when they named me. I've had a lot of alcohol issues in my family, myself included. I just recently stopped drinking. A couple minutes ago, Dave said I couldn't. Surprised him up here at all. Actually, last Friday I was practicing. I said to my wife, I said, no, there's no way in hell. Forget it. I'm not doing it. I'm canceling. I'll get too nervous. I won't remember what I'm doing. She said, relax and go up there and pretend you're having sex. I said, how the hell did you relate me having sex with doing a stand-up thing? She goes, I figure you'll get in there. You won't know what the hell you're doing. You'll finish it under 5 minutes. I grew up in Lynn, Massachusetts. Hey, other people from Lynn are here. Everybody else locked their vehicles. Actually, I grew up in a very poor, violent neighborhood in Lynn. I only have like one somewhat positive memory from there, and that was once a year in the summer, Lynn Housing Authority would send a bus to pick us welfare kids up and bring us into Boston to see a Sox game. It was always the same routine. I was the last one on the bus. I was the only white kid. None of the regular kids wanted to sit with me, so I was always way in the back in the last seat with this pudgy black kid who was really slow. We looked like Forrest and Bubba when they were hitting me. We get into Boston. We meet up with all these other welfare kids that they were busing in from all over the Commonwealth. We headed into Fenway Park. It was always nice to be able to go to a game, but we always had the shittiest seats. I mean, we had the worst seats in the park. Every year, same seats, same crappy seats. I remember asking the chaperone the last year I was there, I said, why do we have to sit in the worst seats? We have the shittiest seats in the park. And that's when I learned what Section 8 was all about. When you grew up where I grew up, you had two choices. You either join a gang or you join the military. You can tell by my overwhelming physical presence that option one was off the table. I never planned on being a 130-pound person, but when you have gunfire and gangs outside your front door growing up every day, you build up a lot of anxiety. I had the same nervous system as one of those little rat dogs Paris Hilton carries around that just shivers and shits all day. I took option B. I went in the military, Air Force exactly. I'll never forget day one, the Air Force came and they plucked me out of my hull hole in Lynn, Massachusetts. Those sons of bitches dropped me in Minot, effing North Dakota. 50 below zero, 50 mile-an-hour winds, 90 below zero, snow and ice as far as you could see. There was barely anything there. When I got off the plane, the only thing I saw was a penguin blowing a polar bear and 3 women with 9 teeth between them that would marry you in a heartbeat just to get out of that godforsaken state. The Air Force gave me a chance to travel, though, which was nice. I've seen a lot of the United States. I've been to a lot of foreign countries. I've had a very diverse sample of the human beings on this planet. And I learned something very important. They all suck. People suck. Every single one of them, different degrees, but starts at the top. Nobody tonight's going to turn on the news and shed a tear if they see that Justin Bieber's little private pod plane crashed into Kim Kardashian's fat ass. Hopefully careening into that Miley Cyrus's tongue-wagging buck teeth. What the hell happened to that kid anyway? An agent sneaked some crack in a little Hannah Montana's Fruit Loops one morning? What I actually hate about Miley Cyrus is she doesn't have to be politically correct. If I stood up here and I told a bunch of midget jokes, I'd take a lot of flack, but she can parade them around on stage in their underwear, sticking foam fingers up their Wizard of Oz, and she triples her Twitter followers. I always wondered Like Kanye West would say, if Kim Kardashian ever went, honey, do these jeans make my ass look fat? Poor bastard. Regular people suck too. Today I was in McDonald's. I had like 20 minutes to eat lunch at my work, so I was like, McDonald's, that's quick, I'll be in and out. But no, I get in there and it's me, so I'm behind a wall of a woman about 400 pounds, looking at the menu like she's never seen it before. Lady, it's the same shit they had when Captain Crunch was a private. So anyway, she must have noticed I was getting aggravated and fidgety, and she turned, she apologized, said something to me. Never say this to a skinny guy, especially if you're on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, or scale in this case. She says, it must be nice to be able to eat everything you want. And I looked down at what I assume was her 3 or 4-year-old son pushing 3 bills himself. I said, lady, maybe that's the point. You're not supposed to friggin' eat everything you want. People suck. I want to apologize to my wife real quick. I did practice for this for a long time and stuff, but I do know now that 5 minutes is not very long. Finish up with just something that was true today. I did not lie to you guys about that anxiety disorder I have, which is probably painfully obvious from where you guys are sitting. It was high. My anxiety level was high, and I almost quit. And I said, "How can I get out of this?" And I was going to stop, and then a good friend of mine, Clonopin, called me. It's not funny. It's true. Shit, I need a refill. Anyway, it calmed me down to the point where I said to myself, I said, Roger, they're just people. People suck. What do you care if they like you or not? I just said Roger, didn't I? Wait. I should have explained to you. When I talk to myself, I refer to myself as Roger, because Carmen's a fucking girl's name. That's my time.
Is this Jack on the side of the Academy Awards? What's going on? All right, very nice. Very nice, yeah. If you're here tonight, make sure that you hug Karman on the way out. Crazy man who doesn't know his first name. One more time.